Now Golden State's starting five. Going small with Barnes and Green as the post pair. Seth Curry is out there with Curry. And it's Payton in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, inside we've got Kuzma and McGee.
Let's get it.
Luka Doncic
I
out
know
there
what time
with
it
the
is.
one. And it's James in at the small forward position. How does the development, Greg, of role players affect the team?
It can be a major factor. Being able to fill the needs of a team. That's what it's all about. A shot here, a block there. Structural players, critical.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Here's Holloway, guarded by Curry. The shot's good from Holloway. The Quick One's got the first basket of the game for Los Angeles. Passes to Green. Barnes against Kuzma. Goes up to the stripe. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Payton.
Barnes, the experienced player that he is, good at not letting the defense bother his shot.
Doncic outside. Fires the 3. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
And here are the Warriors now. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And two teams fighting for the playoffs last season, but head-to-head wasn't close. They got swept in the season series.
And you know, Greg, in much the same situation this season, these are the games that take on such magnitude. I mean, not just for payback, but for playoff seeding. These teams are really fighting for the same thing.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
Now, here's Curry. Last game, 26 points. The pass to Barnes. Back to Curry. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by James.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Golden State's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Holloway. And that one is hammered home.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Doncic with the steal. Moving it up.
Oh, my goodness. Come on now.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MVP, Michael Jordan.
And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the hype that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
Here's Holloway after the Warriors pick up 3. McGee in the high post. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
A big like McGee that can hit the mid-range jumper like that opens up a lot of doors for your offense.
Got a piece of it. Fast break, the Lakers.
James.
Payton against LeBron. McGee inside. And that one, good. McGee's got 6 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Los Angeles?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And here is Curry after LeBron James hitting the three. Three-pointer. Here's Kuzma. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. 7-point differential. Shoots over McGee. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Doncic.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Back to James. They get it back. The shot's good from McGee. He's got 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Now here's Payton. Nothing on the board. Murray finds Green. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got 7 rebounds in the game. Doncic goes back up. Kuzma inside. Covered by Barnes. Shot clock at 5. Doncic passes to Holloway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. But Cleveland's got 9.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Well, they've got to take a stand and commit to controlling their defensive backboard. These second chance buckets are killing them.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Doncic passes to Holloway.
Hey, come on now.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
LeBron with the block.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment.
Say it, man. Yeah, dunk that bitch.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And Doncic throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. We passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. He's played at a level of his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing. You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter skill, but not who you want to leave open. Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on JaVale McGee. And Clark for the Lakers. The last two seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Big ass.
Just too many miscues here in the early going.
And it's not hard to see why they're down. I mean, it seems every trip down the floor, they're giving the ball to the other team.
The three for Doncic. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
McGee with the block.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Podziemski. He's guarded by Russell. Podziemski with it. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Clock at 6. Here's Jackson Davis. That shot off the mark. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Russell kicks to Doncic. For 3. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Look, there was some contact there, but McGee is skilled at staying focused and under control.
So it's the Warriors now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Wiseman with the rebound.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Los Angeles leading by 22. Two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 26-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team. But Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Free throw good, James. And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
And James drills them both.
Guys, I tell you what, just really enjoy. Enjoyable watching LeBron still do his thing. I mean, we're witnessing extended greatness.
Here's Pajemski. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Moody. They get a hand on it, and stolen by James. Russell finds Doncic. Back to Russell. There's the dribble. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one.
And their offense already in a flow.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Pass to Jackson Davis. 1:41 left to play in the first. Here's Pajemski. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And providing the score, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by Los Angeles.
Doncic passes to Russell. That one good for 2. Russell's got 5.
The assist totals haven't just continued to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
First one falls for him. Pajemski hits them both.
I'll let y'all score more than the bench.
1:14 left in the first quarter. Doncic against Lee. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Guys, it is not that complicated. When a shot goes up, hit and go get. That means hit your man and then go get the ball.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Mamba is checked in for McGee.
For your Lakers, Mohamed Mamba.
Here's Jackson Davis. Still without a basket. Offensive rebound.
Oh, man. You just can't teach size and length, and Wiseman beats everyone to the ball for that second chance opportunity.
Now, here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on James Wiseman. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Luka Doncic, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
That one is no good.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. They can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And a deep three from Doncic. Here's Bamba. Sinks that one from the post.
Boy, Bamba really a dogged rebounder despite his slight frame. He's got great length and timing, and his intensity is really impressive.
Here's Pajemski. Guarded by Doncic.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Puts up a deep three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Los Angeles on top, running away with this one. And we'll be back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Going small with Barnes and Green as the post pair. Moses Moody is out there with Curry. And it's Payton in at the three. Now here's Green. No scoring in this one. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Here's Green, following the score by Mohamed Bamba. On the wing, Payton. And the rejection by James. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Some changes for the Lakers. The great one comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And it's Austin Reeves in for Doncic. And Golden State also making a change. Curry's checked in for Moses Moody. Here's James. Pass to Holloway. Back to Reeves. Los Angeles with another miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Now we've talked Barnes is athletic, he's strong, but he also has good bounce. So he gets up fast to ram it home.
From 15 feet away. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
That's good. That's good. Number 5 on a 5 for me. Light shooting.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Curry passes to Barnes. Takes a three. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Reeves gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And another miss. Woo, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Back to Kuzma from outside the arc. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry deciding where to go with it. Over Reeves. And again, no good by Golden State.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
On its way from Curry for 2, and it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting. And a deep 3 from James from beyond the arc, and then some.
James
points.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Curry dishes to Barnes. Payton against LeBron. To the paint. Green inside. Rebound the Lakers. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination.
Fucking go, boy.
The defense didn't really offer them the challenge.
Yeah. That's a fucking, come on now. Come on now. Stop it. Get it, come here. Hey, come on.
I agree with that.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Curry. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
And the Lakers with some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Russell in for LeBron.
Angelo Russell.
Here's Curry with the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Curry's got 9.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Curry finds Curry. Over Russell. Curry can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy
Hey!
like that. Break there. Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
McGee with the block, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
What do you thought he was going to do?
Here's Curry. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And stolen by Russell. Ahead. Randle no good.
Fucking lying.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know, Seth Curry has that shooter's mentality, which makes defenses uncomfortable. And that's part of how he gets these calls.
He misses the free throw. Heisman's checked in for Golden State. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for L.A. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Cambridge Field. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A.
Here in the second quarter, he's been cold from distance. I think he may need to adjust his approach.
Here's Holloway. He shares it with authority.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Here's Barnes after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Curry. The shot from the low post is good. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter.
So smooth with his jumper. Even the contact doesn't throw Curry off.
And Russell puts up a deep three. The three knocks down the three ball. Curry's got 14.
Wow.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Holloway, the pass to Russell. And it's McGee slamming it down.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
Here's Curry. 14 points for him. Down low, here's Barnes. Randall with some nice D.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Bomba's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Gary Payton. Damian Lee comes in for Curry.
Bro, are you
and
fucking
it's
shit?
Brandon Pajemski in for Stephen Curry. Lee outside. And the pass to Wiseman. The Lakers with the rebound. Bomba's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Holloway. He's defended by Pajemski. It's
no,
by
bitch.
Wiseman. That's a 2 from Lee. He drains the quick shot. Lee's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
James checked in for the Lakers. Doncic comes in for the great one. Moses Moody, he's checked in for the Warriors. Doncic against Lee. And there's Reeves putting him right back in.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now Lee, he's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas. Feeds it to Wiseman. It's rebounded by Doncic.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Randall finds Doncic. Now the Warriors moving it up and stolen by LeBron. Reeves outside from deep. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well. He's nowhere close to what he shot from the line last season.
Podziemski with it. He's picked up by Doncic and stolen by Russell.
Hey!
Dunk by Russell.
How about that dunk? I mean, you don't see that every day, but Russell looks to flush when the chance is there.
Golden State's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
Here's Jackson Davis. Still yet to score. Lee outside. To the middle. They need this. And Jackson Davis gets it to go.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
2 minutes.
Podziemski finds Lee. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lee's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
LeBron left side. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Golden State's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
And then Randall slams it in.
You gotta have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Podziemski on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. Score of the basket is 3rd after 5 shots.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists. Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Kicks it to Lee. Pass to Moody. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer. Moody's got 12 in the game.
The shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Pass to Podziemski. Golden State moving the ball around. Now Jackson Davis. That one falls. His 2nd basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game. Put up big scoring numbers. A bump.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. 15 seconds left to play in the first half.
JaVale McGee.
Back to Lee. Passes it to Moody. Over Reeves. Can't hit from 12. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He comes away with 11. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 21 points, 3 rebounds, and also 3 steals. What you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
Credit these guys for coming in with the right game plan and then patiently executing it. Most of their shots that come in the flow of the offense, rarely did they take a bad shot. Good, clean first half.
Jack, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. 3rd quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
And with with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Doncic out there with the great one. Then it's James. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Kuzma in at the 4. That's the Laker 5. Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding.
All free throws good from Doncic. Golden State's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Curry kicks to Barnes. Outside for Curry. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Kuzma, and it goes down 2 points. Kuzma's got 8 points.
How about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
The pass to Payton. Dishes to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Barnes passes to Curry. Releases. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Holloway. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Efficient,
if it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Doncic. Makes it off the glass. That's 12 points for Luka Doncic.
That was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Curry with it. Defended by Reeves. Curry with the bucket.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Doncic looking it over. And here's Reeves outside. Back to LeBron. It's stolen by Curry. And it's the Warriors on the break from the arc. It's hauled in by Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's Kuzma top the key. Here's Holloway, and it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
It's still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd. Curry on the wing. To the inside. And it's Pajemski in the corner. Off target from three-point range. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the 3rd quarter.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's James. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Here's Holloway. Count it. The great one's got 6 in the quarter. And for the Warriors, they're shooting pretty terrible here in the 3rd quarter at around 30%. Doncic against Curry. Inside. Outside for Curry. 6 to shoot. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
The assist from
Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
And, you know, this is a shot that Seth can make. Give him some separation, and he's going to make it.
Here's Holloway.
Sit your ass
To
down.
jam it in.
An elite score, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
The Warriors shooting about 42% so far. Curry passes to Barnes. Curry is inside. Guarded by Doncic. Curry's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've got nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Here's Doncic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Stephen Curry.
Luka with the crafty shot fake. Outstanding at tricking the defense.
The Lakers making a switch here. Randall's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Green's checked in. Curry way outside. Curry with another miss. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 16-7 run. From deep, Reeves. That one is good again. He was 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Shooting from a rock-solid base, that gives Austin just the added range he was looking for.
And here is Curry. 22 points for him. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Good on the second free throw. The Lakers have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randall throwing it down.
The Warriors shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Green dishes to Curry. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Holloway, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
For the Lakers, Holloway, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Moses Moody comes in for Seth Curry. So we gets them both. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Not quite enough defense
That time around, just lucky.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Here's Curry. 22 points for him. Green finds Curry. Green in the post. Randall on him. 2 points. That one goes. Green's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, throwing himself on the offensive glass and being rewarded for it, that's the energy that Draymond Green brings.
Russell. Here's Holloway, defended by Moody. Fades and shoots. And again, it's the Lakers.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Curry's shot is good.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. And the shot goes in. 31 points for the Green.
That was tough. Real life, though.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Curry way outside. Curry with another miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Moody. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. Here's Holloway. The Warriors pull it in. Moody's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the slam by Moody.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Out to the right wing. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. LA's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
The Warriors shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Pass to Moody. Green kicks to Curry. Here's Jackson Davis, guarded by Kuzma. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Golden State. Wiseman's checked in for Green, and Lee subbed in for Harrison Barnes.
Damian Lee.
Randall brings the double team.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide open man there.
Here's Reeves. Kuzma, right side. Here's Holloway, covered by Lee. Out to Russell. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Wiseman. Back to Curry.
2 minutes.
The dish to Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
And get used to seeing that for years to come. Wiseman working in that pick and roll action and cashing in.
Russell passes to Kuzma. Off target with his 3.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max force throwdown.
Passes it to Reeves. A three-pointer is right on target. Reeves has got 17.
Zero hesitation from Reeves that time. He never lacks confidence.
Here's Curry. Count it. Good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
For your Laker girl.
Some changes for the Lakers. Ahmed Bamba is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. James comes in for Austin Reeves. And Luka Doncic subbed in for the great one. Podziemski, he's checked in for Golden State. Warriors shooting around 44% in this third quarter. To the middle. And finished off by Weissman.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
And so it's Golden State with it. Podziemski with it. 8 points for him. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line
What
for
was a
one
foul?
more coming up.
Foul at?
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
12 seconds left in the third. This one for three. No good that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got James Wiseman. Hole is out there with Moody. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Lee in at the 2-guard spot. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success has certainly continued to keep that pipeline going.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
James finds Doncic. James in the post. Defended by Moody. Can't get it to fall. Here's Podziemski. That one drops for him. Podziemski's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heels.
Back to Podziemski. 3-pointer. Here's Bull. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Here's the pass to Bull. Over LeBron. And again, no good by Golden State. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. Full team effort. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. Randall with the bucket.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Pass to Moody. Back to Podziemski. On the wing, Lee. James covering. 5 to shoot. Bamba with the block. LeBron kicks to Russell. Shoots over Podziemski. Randall with the bucket.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Pass to Looney. Bull against Randall, and the call will be against Julius Randall. That'll be his second foul of the game. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And Doncic, here we go.
He is comfortable putting his head down and attacking. Doncic is unfazed, unflappable, even against beastly defenders.
And he's good on the second.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
Curry against Doncic. Passes it to Lee. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Kuzma slams it in.
I love this from Kuzma. When he attacks with this kind of ferocity and confidence, watch out. Hide and protect the children.
Doncic against Curry. The shot by Looney, no good. The Lakers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. And that one's good. Russell.
Inside, Russell definitely has the touch. Just pops it in nicely.
Curry against Doncic. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Lee against Kuzma, and the shot goes in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Cans it from downtown. Bull's got 5 points now this quarter.
For somebody like Bull to easily knock down threes, that's like having a cheat code.
Doncic, no good.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Down low. Here's Looney. The shot, no good. Randall with some nice D. Kuzma finds James. And then Randall slams it in.
Randall, another bucket. You continues to expand his offensive game.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Up top, Curry, guarded by Doncic. And there's the pass to Looney. Ball against Kuzma. Here's Curry with the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Doncic has got 13 points here in the second half alone. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. To the inside, Ball, and the dunk by Ball.
Does he even have to jump? Ball is a long guy.
Doncic passes to Kuzma. Lee against Doncic. And Russell puts up a deep three. They get it again. Here's the three. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Randall with the block.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall, otherwise he's going to block you.
To the paint, here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The Warriors have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Curry is inside. Guarded by Doncic. And the rejection by James. Here's Looney. And finally they hit one. Looney's got his first basket.
Got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Timeout called the Lakers. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right to think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, the Great One.
We saw outstanding focus and really good energy from him all the minutes he was on the floor. He was determined to make an impact every time he touched the ball, and he did just that. Guys on both squads could learn a lot from what he did here tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up, and that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Here's James. And it's blocked. And he finishes nicely on the way. LeBron's got 25 points in the game.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And a wide open look for Lee. And the 3-ball is good.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
And Randall throws it down.
You know, guys, every year Randall seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. He had a nice open look right there. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Russell passes to Randall. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And Randall throws it down.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Here's Curry, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And things seem to be getting tougher for the big spending teams, Clark, but we're seeing a lot of them go all in before the toughest penalties take effect.
Yeah, you know, the frozen pick provision kicks in next season, and the season after that, luxury taxes ramp way up. Powerhouse teams trying to make hay while the sun shines is a pretty good strategic business move, but the landscape is certainly...
Hey!
He's checked in for
orchestrating the offense like a vet. D'Angelo getting everybody involved.
On offense, here are the Warriors. And stolen by Russell. And the basket is good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end. And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Here's Holloway. He is flushed down with a nice jam.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
The Warriors shooting it well here in the fourth quarter. 50% beyond the arc. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Podziemski's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. And they'll get another chance.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
Lee with the ball. He's picked up by James. Nobody near Barnes. A 3-pointer off the mark. Lakers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. LeBron passes to Randall. Kuzma inside. Barnes on him. LeBron, good. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
LeBron passes to Holloway. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Trey ball.
An outstanding distributor. James takes great joy in finding his teammates in their spots.
Lee finds Curry. Up top, Podziemski. On the wing, Lee. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Back when you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
McGee, he's checked in for the Lakers. Doncic comes in for James. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Barnes. Almost, but it rolls out. Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
Let's look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the player.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Great One.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's Lee with the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And the Warriors with possession here. They double him with Russell. Now Jackson Davis. Barnes dishes to Wiseman. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And just wait until Wiseman has time to develop his moves, which are still somewhat raw at this stage.
Here's Holloway, defended by Moody. Out to Doncic. Los Angeles calls timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
Russell from long range. Off target with that shot. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on. Thank you for that, David. And that'll do it. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.
We hope to see
We'll see you next time.
Please remember to get home safe.
Exactly.